Hey everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and in this video, I'm trying to make a decision. I'm going to be visiting Nashville this week. I'm going to Summer NAMM, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to visit the Gibson Garage. The Gibson Garage is a standalone Gibson showroom retail experience. It looks cool. It looks like a really neat piece of kind of retail design. The showroom looks really flashy. It has some sort of like dry cleaner's clothesline sort of thing going on where there's apparently hundreds of guitars hanging off this thing and they go around the room and then go into the back and get dry cleaned and then come back out. Otherwise, it kind of just looks like a shop to me. It just looks like a guitar shop, showroom sort of deal. There's some sort of display of Orville Gibson's originals. That might be fun to check out. Like see some really old Gibsons, pre-electric Gibsons. Maybe they have one of Orville Gibson's outfits preserved under glass, so you can see one of his authentic outfits that he used to wear. But yeah, otherwise it just kind of looks like, you know, a retail shop to me. I don't know. The custom shop thing looks interesting. I've seen little videos on that. You can go and pick your wood and, you know, figure out your layout and your loadout for your custom guitar. And then $6,000 to $20,000 later, you have a custom built Gibson that had the exact wood that you picked. Here's my thing. If I'm going to spend that much on a custom guitar, I kind of want to hand control over to the builder as far as wood selection goes. Like seeing it raw is fine and all, and maybe there's something fun about picking it yourself, but I would much rather have the expert, the builder, the luthier, look at the wood, tap the wood and listen to it, and have them decide which piece of wood would be the best fit for me. I don't know anything. I'd just be picking it based on appearance, which is the way a lot of people shop for Gibsons, I think. But anyways, I thought I should go do some Windows shopping. That's what I'm going to call it, Windows shopping, even though I'm using a Mac. Through what Gibson has right now, to see if there's anything that I absolutely have to check out, assuming it's not already at Summer NAMM, which it very well could be. I don't know if Gibson's going to have a booth there, but in the past they've had very big booths at Summer NAMM, or they pretty much have everything. I can shop by category, shop all electric guitars, no internet. There we go. Shop all electric guitars. Bunch of Les Pauls, obviously, in the $2,500 to $1,500 range. SGs. Unless I'm tripping, I feel like I've seen all of these. Like, didn't they have all of these at Winter NAMM a year and a half ago? Exclusives. Everything has such limited finish options too. Yeah, 3 finish options, 1 finish option, 2 finish options. Like everything gets only 1 or 2, sometimes 3 or 4 finish options. Like Les Paul Modern, 3 finish options. Les Paul Classic, 4 finish options. Is it going to be anything crazy or exciting? No. It's all like in the same neighborhood. Translucent Cherry, Heritage Sunburst, Honeyburst, and of course, just regular old black. What about that modern? Faded Petalum Blue, red, and black. You know me. You know what I like. I love big, bright, bold looks on guitars, metal flakes, exciting colors. The Gibson aesthetic typically does not do it for me. Exclusives. Very drab colors here. One finish option for each. Custom shop. Now we're getting into the $4,000 and up kind of range. I know these say $37.99, but come on. After taxes and, you know, they're going to sell you a strap and a pack of strings. It's going to be over $4,000. I feel like the prices on Gibsons and the limited finishes are so deeply outside of the mental space that I operate in. It's just hard for me to get excited about the brand in general. I own a Gibson. I own an SG. Is it in here? Yeah, it's over here. And I like it. It's a cool guitar, but I've done major cosmetic things to it. When I bought it, it was refinished to be this really cool color, which is relicking off of the edges. But I put the white pickguard on there. I put the white knobs on there. All that white hardware stuff. I even swapped out the pickups a couple different times. And yeah, that's an aesthetic that I can mostly get behind. I'm actually not a huge fan of this color. I would like a more saturated color in general. But just reds and blacks and sunbursts, the occasional white and gold. I mean, if I was a rich dude, I would probably own a gold top Les Paul. That's kind of in my wheelhouse. Got some stuff with Floyd Roses now that are $5,000 and up. Imagine wanting a Les Paul, but then also wanting a Floyd Rose guitar, and to scratch that itch, you spend $5,300. Like, I can't wrap my head around it. Murphy Lab Ultra Light Aged. I don't know what that is, but they're $7,000. And they all look the same to me. Oh, they're all the same colors. They look the same. They look like basically the same models as their other models. I'm sure there's something special about them. I'm just having a tough time being excited about it. The Gibson Garage is walking distance from Summer NAMM. I have a feeling I'm not going to end up there unless I get dragged by someone else. Like if my ride for the day is like, I'm going to go to the Gibson Garage. You can hang out here on the curb or you can come in. I'm going to go in. Murphy Lab Heavy Aged, $9,000 to get them extra worn in. Ultra Heavy Aged? $10,499 for an Ultra Heavy Aged Les Paul. Is the headstock pre-broken? Okay, I gotta click one of these. There's barely any photos on here. Hopefully they don't expect you to just buy one of these off the site. Oh, good news, they're out of stock. But still, there's like barely any photos on here. If I was gonna drop, I mean, after taxes and everything, if I was gonna drop $11,000 plus on a relict Les Paul, I would need to see high-res photos of every possible angle. I came here trying to figure out if I was going to go to the Gibson Garage, and now I'm just like, the prices, I can't believe the prices. There are so many builders out there. doing this sort of thing, doing custom builds where you can pick the woods, you can talk to the person that's going to build your guitar, and it's nowhere even near 10 grand. '60th anniversary SGs, artist models. Oh, look at that. Kirk Douglas signature SG. That looks kind of similar to what I have. For $2,500. I mean, I don't have the vibrola or that middle humbucker. It looks like there's some kind of extra knob right here. I wonder what that's all about. I really like that green, though. Is that what this is supposed to be? Inverness green. It looks way more saturated than mine. But mine was, you know, someone's home done refin. Of course, it also comes in black. It's out of stock. Of course it is. Maybe there's stuff waiting for me in the Epiphone line. A Jimi Hendrix 1967 SG for $10,000. A Jimi Hendrix Flying V, also for $10,000. I don't know. If they have this Chuck Berry ES350T at NAMM, I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to have some fun playing some Chuck Berry riffs on that. I mean, 10 grand is just wild. I can't imagine spending that much on a guitar. Maybe I'll... So many times across the life of this podcast and YouTube channel, I've been reminded and humbled by things I said in the past. Like, oh, I'll never be sent, you know, a guitar from Fender or something like that. And now I'm there. I'll never blah, blah, blah. And then it happens. Maybe someday I'll be in a place in my life where I'm dropping 10 grand on Gibsons. It's just impossible to imagine that. At this point in my life? What? No. I feel like I vaguely remember this when it came out. But still. A single pickup gold top Les Paul with a Strat bridge. I want to cry. That's so stupid. Joe Perry likes it, apparently. $5,500. You know what? If it was being made by some random brand for $800, $600, and I saw it at NAMM, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna try a Les Paul with a Strat bridge on it for sure. But $5,500. What is even going on? Maybe I'm going to end up at the Gibson Garage just because so much of this is so outlandish. At the last Winter NAMM, I filmed a bunch of Gibsons because I thought they looked really cool. They didn't have prices on anything. Then when I went and edited the video and pulled up the links, I was like, oh, shoot. That guitar that I thought was really cool because I assumed it was going to be like $2,500 max was like $8 grand. They don't even have any of those guitars that I was filming. Like they had these really super brightly colored Firebird things. The non-reverse Firebird with vibrola. They had a ton of those at Winter NAMM a year and a half ago. And all these really cool finishes. Now they've got one finish option. Maybe it's further up here. Maybe I passed by it or something. No. I don't think so. Let's go check out Epiphone. For every stage, guys. Get it? Get it? For every stage that you perform on, or every stage of your life. It's for every stage, guys. Go check out Epiphone. I am happy that Epiphone has the the more traditional open book scroll headstock now. It is different than the Gibson headstock, but I like it so much better than that clipped version of the headstock that they used forever. Can I go through all guitars? No, it doesn't look like I can. I do want to try the new Epiphone, like coronets and stuff. I wish I could go through all electric guitars. Original designer. I'm looking for stuff that is unique and different. They've got a Flying V, a Firebird, and an Explorer. All for $5.99, but one finish option for each. Modern designer. Oh, that's fun. A Prophecy Extura. How do you pronounce that? Prophecy Extura for $8.99. 3 finish options. Well, it comes in purple tiger, yellow tiger, and black. That purple looks fun. For $900. I like the Futura body style too. Every time I see a Futura style Explorer body, I'm all about it. It's different than a normal Explorer. Just slightly different dimensions. I do like that the Flying V Prophecy has the really dramatic Albert King style cut on the edges of the body where it connects to the neck instead of the more blended style. That's the kind I've always been all about. Yellow Tiger Aged Gloss. It's probably the finish I would go for. Definitely not the black. Oh, weird inlays on that. That is a little different. I don't know if I'm into that. If they have them at the Gibson booth, I'll probably pick up one of those Prophecies and try it out. All right, Artist and Limited Run. Where are those coronets and stuff? Is that like on a totally different Epiphone site or something? Original designer. Is it under there? Here we go. The coronet, the Wilshire, and the Crestwood. Those are ones I want to try. DC Pro, I don't really care. But Wilshire P90 for $449. Custom Crestwood, I want to try that tremolo, that wiggle stick, and the coronet for $400. I want to try those. If they don't have those at Summer NAMM, then yeah, maybe I will hoof it down to the Gibson Garage to check those out. That'll be it. That'll be the deciding factor, now that I remember those. Kramer, the Kramer stuff. Kramer original. It's been baffling me that people are acting like these are new to the market. Gibson has been sitting on the Kramer brand for decades now. When I was a teen in the 90s, they were selling these on a website called Music Yo. I don't know when that site went down, but basically all these same models. And they were dirt cheap. Like they would do this thing where you could buy, I think it was like meant to be direct sales to stores and stuff like that. You could buy literally a 6-pack of Focuses, Kramer Focuses, for like $400 or something like that. Like they were trying to blow them out in the late 90s and early 2000s. And it's a lot of the same models, all the same finishes. They've changed very little as far as I can tell. The thing that they've changed is that back then they were putting quad rail humbuckers in all of the Kramers. And I'm glad to see that that's not the case anymore. But I'd honestly love to know, like build quality wise, how do these compare to the Music Yo Kramers? A lot of people have been talking about the sub $200 Beretta specials. Someone was yelling at me that I haven't tried one for the Fortistrat series yet. I'm like, I'm only 2 videos in, and this is a super strat. It's a single humbucker. Why do you think I'm going to shoot this out when I'm trying to find a good, like, 3 pickup traditional strat? I do kind of like that purple. That is kind of fun. All right. The Wilshire, Cornet, etc. And then this purple Kramer. Sub $200 purple Kramer. I might have to try that. If they have it out, I'll try it. I probably already have tried it, though. At the last summer NAMM I was at 2 years ago, I tried a bunch of Kramers. So I probably already have footage of all of these. All right, let's check out the Kramer Moderns. This is going to have, yeah. Again, they had all these models. At least most of them. I definitely recognize the Assault and the Night V's. You know, I don't care about bass, so why would I recognize the bass? But I definitely recognize those body shapes from window shopping the Music Yo site 20 years ago. I'm happy that they are presenting Kramer again, presenting it as a brand. I don't think Kramer is a brand that should disappear at all. And it's fun that they've made it a budget accessible line for the most part. I mean, yeah, the nicer ones in here are just over $1,000. And I will say the ones that I tried at Summer NAMM a couple of years back were fun. They were fun. There was nothing wrong with them. Not really my style, but there was nothing wrong with them. It's just an odd mood right now where people think that it's new. And to contrast that, I have this memory of Kramer's basically being a joke on the internet. Not a joke because of their original history, but a joke because of what Gibson had done to them in the late 90s and early 2000s. Anything else on here? They have the Made in USA stuff. Wow. Again, imagine having $4,000 in your pocket to buy an acoustic guitar, and you buy an Epiphone. It's great that they're making them in the USA now, but they've got a lot of work to do to convince people that a $4,000 Epiphone is something that they should buy. Electric Travel, what is that? Oh, it's like a little miniature travel Les Paul with a Strat bridge, because of course, so authentic. Yeah, I gotta see the full picture of this. Of course, it comes in 2 very exciting colors, black and vintage sunburst. All right, let's scroll through the original Les Pauls and then get out of here. I'll head to Summer NAMM. I'll read all your comments. I'll try to decide if I will hoof it down the street to the Gibson Garage. Is that all of them? Jeez. It dumped me off in nowhere land. There's nothing. I thought it was going to be a bunch of them. Original designer? I already looked at that, didn't I? Original SG. It feels like this. It feels like stuff is missing. Like I could have swore there were so many more Epiphones than this. I don't know. Well, what do you guys think? Should I make the trip? Should I go to the Gibson Garage? Should I pick out the wood for my $10,000 custom Les Paul that I could never afford to have made? I know there's at least 4 guitars I want to try. If they don't have them at the Gibson booth, then maybe I'll head down there. The Wilshire, the Crestwood, the Coronet, and that purple Kramer, just because it's purple. But anyways, thanks for watching. I'm sure this was boring and pointless for most of you, but some of you probably enjoyed hanging out and discussing everything going on that I was looking at here. But anyways, bye everyone. Stay grounded.